So how do you handle the dream crushers, the critics, and the naysayers? With all the opportunities that exist today, why haven't you reached your next level yet in income, life, and wealth? In most cases, we've been lied to. We've been told that if you find the right opportunity and you work hard, that you too can be successful. And that's simply not true. Millionaires, billionaires, and successful people realize that you need the foundation for wealth, the habits for wealth. And that's the secret. Listen, when you put yourself out there like I have in my books, my radio shows and live broadcasts all over the world, and social media like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, when you're doing all that, putting out your message, you have to be willing to take on the haters, to take on the naysayers, take on the people that want to criticize you, the ones that want to bring you down to their level or even below. But let me start by first saying that they never made a statue of a critic. They only made a statue of the ones that were considered crazy or nuts, or the ones that took a chance, a dreamer, or even the insane ones. They're the ones that change things. I mean, think about that. The revolutionaries, the ones that made an impact, the ones that changed the laws, the ones that ended the wars, the ones that invented the most incredible products, the ones that created freedom for a group of people or a country or a race, always the crazy ones. They were the ones on the edge that had to hear all the criticism. They had to hear all the naysayers. And I would say that feedback can either be the anchor that you drag across the desert, or it can be the wind behind your sail. In life, however, we frame an action. However we interpret an action is the result that we get. It's the feeling we get. If you're an underdog and you're one that says that you can take the power of it won't work for you, that you can't do that, or you're not smart enough, or why are you trying to pretend you're something you're not? You can take that and say, yeah, that's what they think, so I should stay small. Or you can reverse that and say, wow, hey, is that what they think of me? Just wait until I show them. Listen, how it goes in has nothing to do with how it comes out of you. It has nothing to do with how you interpret it. It can be our fuel or it can be our poison. Listen, I've had hundreds of thousands of comments online, and I'm blessed to say that the majority of them are positive. But hands down, there is a group of people that want to tell me that I suck, that they hate me, that I should kill myself, or I'm not smart, or I'm just a salesperson, or I'm just this, or I'm just that, or I don't have a good-looking face, or whatever. There are so many critics, and here's what I believe. Sometimes critics are no more than delusions fans. They follow my live broadcast. They watch what I do. They follow me on Facebook. They might even envy what I do. And instead of trying to join me, it's easier to say that you suck. You're not real. You got lucky. You're fake. Now I'm talking about me. But what about you? There's people in your life right now that when you want to go to that next level, that they fear that you're going someplace and they don't have your desire. They don't have your enthusiasm, or they don't have that will or energy that you do. So instead of coming along with you, they will criticize you. Sometimes when we grow in a relationship or a marriage or a friendship or a business or a career, if you're somebody that is listening to this, probably someone right now, you're into your own personal growth and performance. And sometimes when you want to grow and someone else wants to stay stagnant, it feels like you're growing apart. You're not really growing apart. They're not growing and you are. It's easy for them to reach out and try to pull you back down. And how do they do that? They do that with their words. They're not physically grabbing you. They tell you that you're a dreamer. They tell you that you suck, or that will never work. You're wasting your time. I've had some extremely harsh things said to me recently, and here's what you need to know about the critics. I'd like to punch them in the face, but with love and kindness and empathy. They say to hit a bully back, and that sometimes just feeds the fire. Listen, when someone says to me, hey, you charge for your courses, you charge for your books, why would I pay you for your knowledge? And instead of me saying you're a fool, get out of my face, I say, hey, I'm really sorry that that's the way that you're programmed to feel. I'm really sorry that that's the belief system that you've learned somewhere along the way in your life. Because I want to tell you, I've had some really crappy thoughts in my days, and I wish I would have learned earlier in my life that the fastest way to the next level in your life or business is to learn from those that already have done it. So I hope that even if this bugs you right now, I hope that you see that your thinking is holding you right where you are. You know, being so critical of me is holding you back. Remember that there are no statues ever constructed of a critic. So I wish you the best, and maybe you can change your thoughts. You know, 9 out of 10 people will tell me, I would have never thought to look at it that way. Or some people will say, I think you're wrong, and I still think you're full of crap. And I'll just reply with that same consistency of, I'm sorry, you don't believe in this, but this is who I am, and this is what you can do too. You know, if you change your thinking, you can change your life. And the majority of the time, people that I talk with like this will change. The majority of the time. Because I believe that most critics really desire more from life and they feel stuck. They feel like it can't work for them. Like someone else just got lucky. That someone else had an advantage that they have a disadvantage for some reason. You know, critics feel the disadvantages more than anybody else. At least that's what I believe. And if you let them know that a lot of people have what they're going through, but a lot of people have overcome it and have gone to another level. You know, I think we can flip the critics when we can hit their heart. When we can find out why they have the thinking process that they do and show them a different path. Now, there are some people, a small percentage of the world, that are just going to be naysayers and die miserable. They're going to die grumpy, die broke, die lonely, without love, and die with very few friends. Yes, that's sad. I wish we could convert the beliefs of all of them, but that's probably not possible. You know, here's what I know. Instead of getting offended the next time someone says something critical of you, try to convert them. Instead of trying to sell them on why they should do something different, just be the person you'd like them to be back. That's all we can do. In relationships, when things are going backwards, the best way to get clarity is to just be the person you want them to be. If you want them to listen to you, well then listen to them more. If you want them to do the little things for you, do the little things for them. Take back the ego. Take back the aggressiveness that the critic can create, and just know that if you're causing people to talk about you, if you're causing people to say negative things about you, most likely that means that you're moving and shaking. People don't talk about people that are quiet. They don't talk about people that don't want change in the world. So if you have haters or critics or naysayers in your life, change the framework, like I said earlier, and realize that that means that you're moving and shaking. You're doing something that is getting the attention of other people around you with your actions. So instead of that being something that holds you back, let that be the fuel to get you to the next level. Make today the best day of your life and go live today with each breath with passion.